Imagine a world where something as simple as a melody could help reshape the brain. Now picture someone you love battling dementia. What if music could be their therapy? I'm here to tell you that music isn't just entertainment, it's a tool, a powerful one that can unlock the brain's ability to adapt, even in the face of diseases like dementia. A few years ago, I met a woman named Radha. She was a retired teacher, a lover of poetry, and a proud mother. But dementia had begun to steal her memories. She couldn't recall her favorite students or her son's wedding day. One day, during a family gathering, her daughter played an old lullaby Radha used to sing to her children. Tears welled up in Radha's eyes, and to everyone's surprise, she hummed along. That moment sparked a realization: the power of music to revive what seemed lost. What happened with Radha wasn't magic. It was neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire and adapt. When we listen to music, our brain lights up like a symphony orchestra. Multiple regions, our auditory cortex, motor areas, and even memory centers like the hippocampus start working together. In dementia, as some neural pathways weaken, music can act like a GPS, rerouting connections to bypass damaged areas. This rewiring helps restore access to memories and emotions buried deep in the brain. Scientists are now uncovering evidence that backs this up. In one study, Alzheimer's patients who listened to familiar music daily showed improved mood, better social interaction, and, most intriguingly, enhanced cognitive performance. Researchers believe this happens because music triggers dopamine release, the feel-good neurotransmitter, which enhances learning and memory retention. It also reduces stress hormones like cortisol, creating an environment for the brain to heal. Radha wasn't an isolated case. Take Henry, an elderly man from New York who had severe dementia. He rarely spoke. But when a caregiver gave him headphones and played his favorite jazz, Henry lit up. He sang, he smiled, and for the first time in years, he shared stories from his youth. This isn't just about happiness. It's about dignity, about giving people a way to reconnect with themselves. But what does this mean for dementia treatment? Imagine care centers where music therapy is as common as medication. Imagine personalized playlists that cater to an individual's past, creating a bridge to their memories. In Norway, singing hospitals use communal singing to improve patient outcomes. In Japan, robotic therapy pets play soothing music for dementia patients, combining technology and art to heal. These are glimpses of what's possible when we treat music not as an afterthought, but as medicine. I want to leave you with a question. What if we all embraced music, not just as listeners, but as healers? Whether it's singing with a loved one, volunteering at a care home, or simply sharing the story of music-induced neuroplasticity, we have the power to change lives. Music gave Radha back a piece of herself. It can do the same for millions. Let's not wait for science to catch up. Let's use what we already know: that music heals, music connects, and music transforms. Together, we can compose a future where no one is lost in silence. Thank you